Hello and welcome to the Easily Excitable Podcast. My name is Topham and with me this week is Derek. Hey man, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you, man?
Things are going okay, I guess.
Okay, I guess. That is better than bad.
Yeah. No, I had a minor freak out last week and like the week before, just thinking about my podcast in general and like whether I wanted to continue doing it and everything. I'm still torn about what I want to do, so I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing with my podcast, and like especially going forward whenever I get my work permit through and get a job, how much time am I actually going to be able to commit to it? But for the time being, I'm just like, I'll just keep going and I'll try to get to 4 years of this podcast going. I think is the best option for now.
I mean, just as long as you're having fun with it, that's all I like. My advice is don't do something you don't want to do, and if it's no longer fun, then why do it?
Yeah, exactly. And like, I have a feeling that like once I do pick up a job, I'm going to be busy doing that, and I'll likely try and find a way to do my podcast more than try and write music. And at the moment, I'm like really, really enjoying writing music. But that is also something that can come and go in fits and starts. So like I can have a period where I'm like, oh, I'm going to crank out some music, and I can just come up with a few things. Like in the last 3 weeks, I've come up with it's only 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, I've done 3 songs and recorded a cover, and so like that's cool and all. But I also was definitely letting that take my focus, especially like around Thanksgiving time as well. And I never really organised a guest to talk to for the podcast, and I was like being really lazy about it all, and definitely had my attention shifted elsewhere. Although Thanksgiving also played into that because I knew people were out and about and not readily available. So
yeah, Thanksgiving's always a tricky. Like with a couple of my campaigns or just hanging out, it's like, hey, when's everyone free? Oh, well, I'm free because I'm going to be in town. Well, half of the party's also going to be out of town because of family, and it's like, oh yeah, well, let's skip this week. Well, my family's celebrating Thanksgiving next week. It's like, all right, well, let's skip 2 weeks. How about that? And then it's just
it kind of just escalates, and it leads to kind of a lull, especially like leading up to Christmas as well, when people are like, oh, I've got to get this ready, I've got to get that ready, and there's actually Christmas to actually do, and it's just like, oh yeah, there's so much going on, and I'm recording this with you now, and I'm just like, okay, in the next like week and a half, I'm hoping to get 2 more podcasts recorded so that I can see myself into the new year and like not need to worry about it anymore until the new year has ticked over and everything quietens down and settles out again.
No, I definitely feel that because with the D&D podcast I do, we just non-stop just is like, all right, we got to get backlogs because people are going to be, there's Thanksgiving, then there's Christmas, and there's New Year's, and then there's weddings, so we're just like, all right, let's do like 20 of them right now, that way we can have like a month off.
Yeah. How is the podcast going?
It's going good. Speaking of writing songs, the other day, my DM and I, we sat down for like 2 hours just in GarageBand because we're trying to do stuff that other D&D podcasts don't do, which is kind of hard. One thing that I came up with that I could be wrong about is I was like, hey, let's write our own music for battles and like scenery, because I know a lot of other people license it. So we spent a good hour to 2 hours just thinking of our own thing. I think we got something in the works.
Nice. If you need any help with GarageBand, just let me know, because I use it all the time. It's the primary way I record, and I'm just like, yes.
I will definitely mention that to him because it's on his computer. But yeah. I mean, even if it's any information is good information.
Yeah, it's GarageBand's like surprisingly powerful for a free bit of kit. I'm just like,
seriously,
I've been using this for so long. I'm just, I need to get my my Apple user account linked up to the computer that's sitting behind where I'm sitting right now, that belongs to Rachel's dad, because that's a relatively new Mac. It's much newer than my Mac Mini, and so I'm gonna try and record on that when Rachel's mum has knee surgery. So I'm gonna be over here helping her out, but also I can bring stuff over and just record some music while I'm just sitting out and chilling here for a while.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly. And so, yeah, hopefully I can get that all rolling. But yeah, like I said, I've put out I've recorded 3 songs in the last 2 weeks, but I've only put out 2 of them because one of them I was just like, oh, I wonder if this is something that's interesting. And I gave it a go. I gave a go of there's that lo-fi beat stuff going on that's jazzy, and I don't know how to describe it. It's you'll see lo-fi hip hop and stuff like that, but there's no lyrics to it, and it's just the instrumental part. I found interest in the instrumental part, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can do that. Turns out I can do that. It's all right. It's not it's not impossible, and yeah, it's good fun. And then Game of Bands needed me in one song, so I was like, cool, I'll do that because that's fun. Worked with a singer and a lyricist. They wrote the lyrics first, and then I did the music, and then the singer sang over the top. And I came up with a song that was just a really, I don't know, one of those sad pop song style things, kind of like Adele, but with a male singer. And it's just okay, that sounds all right. And then another group needed a musician, so I was like, okay, I'll jump in. And they were like, we've got this heavy metal song. And I was just like, that is for me. So I came up with this Iron Maiden style song. And I was like, oh yes, this is fun. This is good. And so that came out as well. And the feedback I've seen on it has been pretty decent so far. But, I'll be sharing links to that throughout the week. I'll probably have put it in my journal on Monday. But, we're recording on Monday, so I haven't written it yet. Good job, me. But yeah, that's been going well as well. So I'm just oh, this is crazy, crazy, crazy. It kind of comes in a lull of video games right now for me as well. Destiny 2's update comes out the day we're recording this, day after. So just a few days ago, as of the day this comes out. And I'm looking forward to that. It doesn't look like a substantial amount of stuff to actually do. So I'm just I'm just going to jump into it and see whether it is a lot of stuff to actually do or not. And then I'm just going to decide how much I'm going to play based on that. Is
it mainly a cosmetic update, or?
It is an update for Mercury with Osiris and potentially Saint 14's coming back as well. Which is very, very interesting. There's quite significant story and lore implications. But there'll probably be 3 or 4 story missions, and then they'll just be just jump around in the end game for many, many hours, wasting time. And so, yeah, that's the thing that's going on. And then Path of Exile has its new expansion coming out on Friday. I've written enough about that. I've talked enough about that. I'm going to talk more about it probably whenever I do my next solo podcast, because it's the game that currently consumes most of my time. But I'm because they're both coming up to big releases. I've just been I'll try and not play games as much. So I don't think I picked anything up from Thursday until today. So a few days of just being oh, what can I do, and just let my brain wander and got started working on some music and stuff.
Did you get any game deals for Black Friday?
I didn't look around. I was just why didn't I do that? Although I think I have so many games come through Humble Bundle because I kind of forgot to unsubscribe from Humble Bundle. But at the same time, I'm just the money's going to a good place, and I'm getting games that sometimes I'll play.
There you go.
And so. But the thing with Destiny 2 and Path of Exile now is that they're essentially free. You can pay a little bit to make them better experiences. So I'm kind of oh, these games are free. And essentially that's how I also view all the things from Humble Bundle, even though that's not really the case. But you're getting significant value for a very little fee that you're paying. So, yeah, I definitely need to load up Crash Bandicoot and Spyro onto the computer because they're good games, and there's a problem with that they're games that I've played in the past. Another one I got through was Soul Calibur 6 recently. I'm just I'm interested in playing that and giving that a go. But definitely not online or anything, just against the computer, because I know online play in those games is very competitive.
Oh no, I actually got that game on the PS4 not too long ago because my buddy, I went to visit him and he was like, "Yeah, I got this game," and like he made all these characters, like he made like Hank Hill from King of the Hill. And I was just like, "Oh, that looks so much fun!" And then I got it. I'm like, "Why did I get this? I'm never gonna play online." And he doesn't have PlayStation Plus right now, so I can't even play with him. I suck at fighting games. Why did I do this?
Yeah, I know I'm terrible at fighting games, but the fact that it came free, I'm just like, I'll play it eventually. It does look good though, so that's all right. Yeah. What have you been playing recently? Because I know there's been a big game come out recently that a lot of people have been playing.
I've been playing two. I've been playing Call of Duty, which is, I personally think it's a better Call of Duty than the past ones. It's a good game just to pick up and put down and then go do something else. And then I've been playing Pokemon.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen Rachel play through the whole of the game now, I think. And she's just in the end game. She's like 7 Pokemon away from completing her decks. So she's been on it.
Yeah,
and,
I'm at the end game stuff. I just haven't started the end game yet because I'm like, I'm gonna go and catch some stuff now because I didn't really focus on that. When it comes to Pokemon games, I usually go, I want to capture the ones I want to use on my team, and then that's it. And then afterwards, I'll go and capture everything.
Yeah. Rachel kind of captured quite a few things along her way, and then she got like, I don't know, a couple of hours from finishing the game, and then went off and caught as much as she could. Then finished the game, and then has been catching the rest, and just getting trades done with people who need Pokemon that are Shield exclusives, so she can just round out things. And yeah, it looks like it's fun. I've played a little bit of it, just participating in like max raid battles and hatching eggs for her. I'm just like, I'll just hatch eggs. She's like, are you doing anything today? I'm like, no, not really.
I mean,
like,
hey, that's a bigger, a lot more help than you think it is.
Yeah, because it just takes time, doesn't it? So
exactly.
Just breed these Pokemon. But yeah, from what I've seen, I think it's a decent game. I think like a lot of the things that people were criticizing it before the game were released kind of have become unimportant and irrelevant. The fact that like, okay, they've only got they've got less than half the Pokemon that exist in the game, but I mean, that doesn't really matter.
It would be cool to have all of them in there. Like I will admit, because every game has have that. But at the same time, it's nice because now it's forcing me to use Pokemon that I won't already know. So it's like, all right, my team when I beat the game, they're all from the new region, and I was like, I had to. So I was like, all right, well, I can't capture the one I want and I like because it's not in this game. So let's venture out and do something else and do something new.
Yeah,
I personally kind of liked.
Yeah, I think it's odd that there's Charmander in the game, but there's not like Bulbasaur and Squirtle.
Yeah, if you're gonna have the starters in there, if you're gonna have one starter, you should. I'm like, you should have all of them. But
yeah,
I mean,
although thinking about it, this is Gen 8, is it? Which means you need to add 24. If I'm doing my maths right, 24 sets of starters, which takes up 3 times that amount. So you've got 72 Pokemon immediately accounted for by having all of the starters there, which is quite a few. But if they just selected, but yeah, I think if they had Charmander, like Squirtle and Bulbasaur would have made sense to also have there. That only takes up 9 spaces.
Yeah,
you could have just not included some of the other ones that they did include,
like Gen 2 or something like that, and. Yeah, you didn't need all the gen starters. Just, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna have Charmander, do the big 3, not just one. Even though I'm a Charmander fan, but I mean, I think it should be fair for everyone.
Yeah, I think I started with Bulbasaur, which is always like my favorite Pokemon.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, I watched a video of Korean. I think it's a Korean girl. Who like makes Ditto style Pokemon, like Pokemon with the Ditto faces, just the simplified Ditto faces
that's
out
awesome.
of like a 3D pen, and like sands it all down and smooths it all out with like a heated iron, like that just smooths the plastic out. And yeah, that was a really cool video to watch. I don't know where I was going at that point.
Well, hey, if you need something to watch, go watch that on YouTube, I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah, that's where I was watching it. And speaking of YouTube and Pokemon, Achievement Hunter have changed their Minecraft up again from doing Sky Factory to doing Pixelmon. And so they've got so many Pokemon they're trying to catch. It's a bit of a mess, but it's also hilarious.
I've been watching
because like they're teaching Ryan and Jack. It's great.
What's his name? Ross Donovan from Game Grumps. I've been watching his Pixelmon playthrough.
Oh, nice.
Because it has like
should do that.
Bruce from Old Funhouse in it, and a couple other big YouTuber names.
Oh, nice. I should definitely check that out because I'm sure that'll be interesting.
Oh, speaking of internet personalities, you might have talked about this before, and I'm sorry if you have, but you went and saw NSP a little bit ago,
we did
right?
At their 10th anniversary show at the beginning, mid-October, which was awesome. I don't know who I would have talked to about that other than myself. Yeah, had a really, really good time. They had Planet Booty and TWRP supporting. During the set, they played Rocket Man and had the Super Guitar Bros come out.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
played the guitar for them. What else went on? They played a bunch of songs that were just NSP songs, but they also played a bunch of songs that they've done with TWRP. So things like, the only one that comes to mind is Starlight Brigade, which is my favourite song that they've done.
That was a really good one.
Collective. That's probably my favourite one. And yeah, they had like a narrative going throughout the show of a dinosaur invading. And he came out and he was in the dinosaur. I think he just had the dinosaur head on and like a green morph suit. And the as he came out, he caught the head, the inflatable head on something, and so it just started deflating as it was coming out. I was like, "Oh, this is hilarious." And yeah, they just played a few decent songs from everywhere. They played Puppies in Space as well. Brian had a grand piano out for Puppies in Space, and I was like, this is the best.
I really, really want to go see them live, but they're always just like, just out of reach where I'm like, yeah, I could do that.
It was such a good show as well. They sounded like they were completely on top of everything that they were doing. It was
nice.
Good. That was really cool. They played Starlight Brigade, which is, like I said, is my favourite song. They played some other covers. They played one off their new cover album, which was the one that opens it, which was We Built This City, which was really good. And then, yeah, that was it. It was just a really, really good, fun show, and yeah, high energy. They finished with The Hit. Did they finish with The Hit? Yeah, they finished with The Hit, which was really cool. They didn't play 6969, but they did play Danny Don't You Know, so I was kind of like, this is fine.
No, that sounds like especially NSP, the energy was probably just on point the entire time.
Yeah, I don't know how many people were there. It felt like there was like somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 people, and it was just such a party atmosphere, so it was so cool. But yeah, we had a really, really good time. Had a lot of fun, and yeah, they've just put out a 12-minute long epic about defeating a necromancer in another realm that they've been sent through a portal to defeat, and I'm just like, this is the best. It's so good. And then they're trying to fund that video by selling like little pins that say NSP Superfan. So my one of those actually came through the post today, so I have that. I'm gonna be like, I'm excited. I don't know what to put it on because I don't really have pins in general. I threw most of the ones I had away, so I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this because that's me all over. I'm just like, I don't like tat. I don't like rubbish just hanging around, and then I'll go play something like that.
I saw those like on Instagram and Twitter that were being promoted. I didn't realize that's the proceeds we're going for. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's to fund the making of this 12-minute epic video. It's they want to get it animated by the same people that animated the Starlight Brigade video.
Oh, well then, yeah, definitely, because whoever did that, I'm blanking on the name right now, but they did an amazing job.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Interstellar 5555, the Daft Punk one, that era album. Music gets tied along with. It's in that vein. Starlight Brigade is, yeah. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, should be good. Yeah, anything else to talk about? Kind of blitzed through everything, but some things here and there. But
do you got any? Do you have any Christmas traditions coming up that you normally do that I don't know, that aren't typically in America or anything like that?
So one of the things Rachel and I have done, because Rachel wanted a Christmas tree, and I don't put Christmas decorations up until after my birthday, was we decorated the tree. We're like desperately looking for a party hat right now, but we've put the tree up but only put lights on it. So at the moment it's only a birthday tree. Until my birthday has passed, and then it becomes a Christmas tree.
Good way of
then we put the decorations on. Once we actually put the decorations, the baubles and stuff on the tree. So there's that, and then I think we're just going over to Alabama, and I don't think there's anything special that we do particularly differently. Like the lead up from Thanksgiving's been a bit weird. But this is the second time I've been here for it, and this will be the third Christmas I've been here for as well. So I'm just trying to figure it out. And don't know. It's anything you typically do in the lead up?
So my family, we do a little so for Christmas, at least with my immediate family, it's like mom, 2 sisters, stepdad, and aunt and cousin. We do on like the day of Christmas. So once gifts are all done on the day of Christmas, we draw a random name of those people that are there, and then you pick a name. So for example, I have my cousin, and all year long up till next Christmas, I have a stocking for her that I have to just put stuff in instead of all doing it last minute. We have all year to do it, and just
nice.
If you see something that they like, that they might like, you can grab it and then put it in their stocking in January, and then like in March, if you see something else, you can put it in that to help ease the stress of Christmas shopping. And since we only had to focus on one person, we don't have to worry about I didn't get something for this person because I don't know what to get them and all that. So
fair enough. Yeah. The family over in Alabama, we have a list that we have one person on the list to get presents for, and so just a present for, and we exchange gifts when we get there. I know who I've got this year, and I know that I haven't picked anything out yet, and I've had a year to prepare. So,
same here. I've had a year, and I'm like, I just sent my order on Amazon.
Nice. And on the day before Christmas, so on Christmas Eve every year, my parents used to get pajamas for us. So that's something that we're hopefully going to continue. Just go to bed for Christmas in nice, fresh pajamas.
That's what my mom does. She literally spent there half an hour and just going, what about this one? Like they're like graphic T-shirts that say like, I don't know, like something Christmassy, and I'm just like, yep, looks nice. Yep, looks nice. And she's like, do you think your sister would like this one? I'm like, I couldn't tell you. She's 21 years old, and so she's doing her own thing right now. But it's a nice little, and then we take our family photo of everyone wearing the matching pajamas.
Yeah, I think a few years ago, Rachel and I and her parents stopped on the way back from Alabama in like a square where there was lights and everything, and took some pictures there.
Nice.
But I don't know whether we've done that more than once actually. But oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, Christmas coming up. I'm excited. I think I haven't done all my shopping yet. I think there's definitely more people I need to get gifts for, but I've done the stuff that I feel is important.
I mean, luckily with my friends shopping, I usually go like, "Hey, could I get you something in time? But I have something on the way, or I'm going to get you something." And usually 9 times out of 10, they're like, "No, that's fine."
Mm-hmm.
The other one time, they're like, "Please don't give me anything." I'm like, "Well, that sucks because you're getting something. It's Christmas."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, there's a few people I need to figure out what I'm getting, but there's still time. I can still place orders.
Oh yeah,
definitely not pay extortionate express shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Thank you for being my guest this week, Derek.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to catch up. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Have an exciting week. Oh, actually, Derek, where can we find you across the internet?
You can find me personally on my Twitter at DrHairz, or the Sleight of Hand PC is my podcast. Or you can also check out our Instagram, the Sleight of Hand Podcast, all one word. And you can check us out on Spotify, iTunes, wherever podcasts are being streamed.
Nice. This has been the Easily Excitable podcast. My name is Tom. I can be found across the internet at Ithafar. That's YTHAFAR. I've got songs out that have come out recently, which can be found on my SoundCloud, which is again Ithafar. That's YTHAFAR. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And have an exciting week. Goodbye.
Peace.